Guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tinu and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I will be sharing with you some of my largest dent. These might not look like a lot of dents to you guys, but these are full-size fragrances except for one that is literally a 1.7. So I will be sharing with you guys the fragrances that I've been using the most and let you know how much I've dented the fragrance. I do have quite a few, but if I was to go through all the other ones, then I'll be here forever. So I just wanted to pick the ones that I see visually that are large dents and then share those with you guys. Now, if you guys are interested in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you just clicked on my thumbnail and you don't know who I am, my name is Tinu. I'm a lover of fragrance, beauty, and lifestyle. If that's the kind of content that you do like, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you're already subscribed, thank you guys so much for your love and support. And thank you guys so much for staying tuned. If you guys are interested to see which one of the fragrances I have that have largest dents in them, please keep on watching. Before I go ahead and continue with this video, I want to share with you guys my fragrance of the day. And my fragrance of the day is Glow by Acro. This is a beautiful vanilla that has incense, some pink pepper, and some musk. It's a very beautiful fragrance. I absolutely adore it. Please drop your fragrance of the day because you guys know I love to know what you're rocking. Now, in no particular order, I'll start with this fragrance. This is from YSL. This is called Cinema. Now, Cinema is a very classic fragrance. It is no longer being sold on the YSL website, but you can still get your hands on this fragrance if you go to discounters like fragrancenet.com or Fragrance X. You can even find it at Jomashop sometimes. This is a fragrance that I feel like should have never been discontinued, but it's a beautiful orange blossom, kind of a solar kind of fragrance that you can wear in the spring and summer / fall. Some might think that this is vintagey. No, it's not. It's a very masculine scent in my opinion. I love that it's a beautiful vanilla that's slightly fresh, slightly powdery, that has some floral vibes to it. It's a little bit aquatic even. This is a very great compliment magnet type of fragrance. It has that juiciness from that clementine, some slight notes of jasmine. You get some floral notes in there, vanilla, amber, some benzoin, and some musk. I first decluttered it and then brought it back in. So that should tell you something. It's a really good fragrance. And I feel like it's everyday wear appropriate. You can wear it to the office. If you work in healthcare, I think this is really appropriate for that because it's not going to kill somebody. It's very, very mass appealing. And it's not too polarizing. It's not polarizing at all. It's actually more of a moderate sillage, moderate projection, and it lasts maybe 6 to 7 hours. It just smells very, very sexy. The musk in there is done right. So yeah, I love this one. This is a very good one, and that is why you guys can see, look at the dent. The dent is denting for sure, for sure, for sure. The next fragrance that I've dented quite a bit is from Kayali. This is the Wedding Silk Santal 36. Now, this is a very sweet vanilla that's slightly woody. It's a little fresh. It also has some muskiness to it. It has some powdery vibes and slight amber with some floral notes. Now, this is a fragrance that has sold out multiple times. Like, I can't count how many times that this fragrance sold out. I was one of the first people that got their hands on the first release, and I was so glad I got my hands on it. I was like, yippee! This has nectarine with some praline. You do get some champagne vibes. It does have like a fizziness about it that I absolutely adore. And then you get some jasmine, some sugar, some sandalwood, some vanilla. You can see why it sells out so many times. The musk in here is done well. I love Kayali musk. Let's put that out in the air. The musk that Kayali does, I don't know where she does it, who does it, where she get it from. It is so good. And I think that's what makes her fragrances smell really good. If you love musk, if you love some powdery vibes, if you love something light and airy and fluffy, and you love to smell ethereal, you will like this fragrance. Now, there is a dupe for it. Felicity has won my heart. I'm going to tell you for a simple fact, because it's super long wearing. It has the same vibe. Felicity still has that 90% DNA. There is 10% of it that's still missing from it. And I think the jasmine in Felicity is what makes it different. It's so much more than the jasmine in here. I tell you, this is a classic fragrance. If you're looking for an everyday wearing fragrance that you can wear day and night and every day, go shopping, go to the mall for a wedding, this is the best fragrance ever. This is a no-brainer. And the dent is not lying. And the dent would have been more if I had less fragrances in my collection. I probably would have had more than this as a dent. I wish this came in a full bottle when it first released, because I would have got the full bottle, but it came out in the half size and I had no choice but to get that. But I love it, and I love Felicity too, but Felicity don't have a dent. This has a dent. Of course, this is another fragrance that I've dented and I love, and I'm probably gonna finish it up and not repurchase it because Felicity is giving me all that this is giving. I know you guys are surprised to see this fragrance in the lineup. This is Khaltaat Rose from Maison Oud. Now tell me, why is this fragrance that's barely 2 months in my collection with almost a half size dent? That is just terrible. This is a, I believe, 3.4, no, it's a 2.5 fluid ounce, and I'm already halfway through. This is a beautiful dry cut rose scent. It has something spectacular to it. It's sexy, it's opulent, endearing. I'm telling you, this is a rose scent that you need in your life. Now, this is Middle Eastern done in a classy way, in a niche way. The ingredients in this fragrance don't smell synthetic. It smells really realistic. For a Middle Eastern fragrance to smell like this bottle should be $200. Oh, there is something a little bit spicy, a little bit green about this. And then you do have some fruitiness, I think, that's in the fragrance. But this fragrance is just magical. The compliments are non-ending. This is a beast mode fragrance that like lasts for 10 hours plus. On clothes, it lasts way longer. I get so many compliments every time I wear this fragrance. And you know what I do now? I just carry the bottle with me, not to respray. For people that want to know what I'm wearing, I just let them take a picture. You know, I have the bottle, take a picture. I even let them try it too so they can see if they like it. You know, I'm very, very open about my fragrance. When I see people and they love a fragrance on me, if I have the bottle, I'm like, you want to sniff? You want me to spray some on you? But when I tell you they all like this fragrance, oh my God, they want the link to this fragrance. It's so good. And it's like 65 bucks. For this juice, I need to get a backup. And that's saying, because I do have almost 700 bottles of fragrance. I don't know why I need a backup of this, but you know what? I want to finish this first. But I will definitely repurchase this fragrance. For sure, for sure. It's absolutely stunning. Now, here's a fragrance if you want to smell tropical, sweet, juicy, mouth-watering even. This is Leisure in Paradise by Simone Andreoli. Now, this fragrance is a coconut, woody, vanilla, that's fresh, ozonic, and all the goodness in a bottle. Now, this fragrance features a note of exactly what I said: coconut, vanilla, papaya, and some woodiness. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. It is a little bit linear, but I don't care. This fragrance gives me 6 hours wear, and it's just every bit of freshness I need. It's a vacation ready scent. Like if you're going to Maui, take this with you. If you're going to Dominican Republic, take this with you. If you're going to Cuba, take this with you. If you're going to Tijuana, take this with you. This is very beautiful, very fresh, sweet, vanillic even. I know I sound crazy. And if you can get this gray market price, get it. I think this is on Olfactory Factory for 140 bucks. Get your hands on this. This is an absolute stunner. I just can't stop sniffing it because there's something very beautiful that I feel like you can wear it every day. Feel this is more appropriate for daytime though. Like daytime, office, I think it's appropriate. If you work in healthcare, I think it's appropriate. I think it's not that fragrance that's gonna, you know, knock somebody out, but I feel like you will get compliments, which I have gotten so many times. Now, before the beautiful Devotion 2 came out, this was on my radar, and I got it because there was so many hype on this fragrance. This fragrance was alluded to smell like a vanilla meringue pie, a vanilla sugar cookie, and all the goodness. And let me tell you, at first I hated this fragrance, but once you let this sit and you let the vanilla deepen, which it has deepened, you will get the gist of the fragrance. Initially, it smells like Pledge Cleaner, but now it smells like a lemon sugar cookie in a bottle. This is Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. This is a beautiful fragrance, vanilla, panna cotta, all the goodness in a bottle. This is everyday wear, appropriate for spring, summer, I think even fall. But I think the Devotion Intense is going to be great for the fall and winter. This one is just a very beautiful scent. I love it. I love it a lot. And this has some boozy notes of rum. And now that this fragrance has developed even more, I get more of that boozy notes of the rum. Now, this is a fragrance that's not long wearing. It's more like 6-hour wear. So get ready to take this with you if you want to smell like this all day. I like it for that because I don't want people to get overwhelmed by my fragrance, especially if I work in healthcare. I want people to smell me and also enjoy me at the same time. I don't want people to have an asthma attack because they're smelling my fragrance. You know, I want people to like give me compliments, good compliments, not, oh, Tinu, this is very strong. That's the kind of compliments I get from Bianco Latte. People love it and people hate it as well. But with this one, no one has ever given me a bad compliment. It is lemony, slight woodiness, but there's no wood note to it. But that's why I said that there's more to this fragrance that meets the eye. But I absolutely love it, and this is why it's denting, you know? Denting. It might not be denting for you, but for me, it is denting, okay? I couldn't talk about Dolce & Gabbana without talking about this fragrance. And it's no other than Light Blue Intense. Now, if you guys see the massive dent on this, now this fragrance is a very musky, citrus, fresh, little bit of saltiness even, but there's no salt note to this, but I get that vibe with a slight floral touch to this fragrance. I think there is a jasmine in this fragrance. Now, this fragrance has been in my life for half of the years I was born. Since I was freaking 19 years old, I love this fragrance. This fragrance is a beautiful fragrance. It features a note of lemon, Granny Smith apple, some jasmine, some marigold, musk, and a woodiness with that amber wood. This is just a fantastic. And I've had this bottle for quite a bit. This smells just as how it always smells. And I think it's gotten more sweeter. There's something sweet about this. There's no vanilla in this fragrance, but I love it. It's a fresh, everyday, long-lasting, freshy fragrance. If you are looking for a fresh fragrance that will last for 10 hours, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense is going to have you covered. It will last you for 10 hours. Okay, I kid you not. Spray this on skin. I'm not talking about clothes. I'm talking about skin. But if you want to push it even further, spray it on your clothes. You will have all them boys sniffing on you, okay? Because you're fresh and you smell good. Next fragrance that I'm going to talk about is from Jimmy Choo. This is I Want Choo. Now, this fragrance is a beautiful fragrance. Well, I think it's not even a year old. I think the bottle is a year old, but I already reached half size. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If you get a smaller bottle, you can definitely dent the bottle even more. Now, this is a beautiful white floral vanilla with peach, some mandarin orange, some vanilla, some red lily. Now, do you see the trend with this video? Almost of my dents are from everyday scents. This is no different. This is a everyday scent that I feel like is also a clean floral that's slightly sweet at the same time. Now, this scent is so very fresh. If you like Wet n Silk Santal, you definitely will like this one. They are kind of in the same wavelength with that peach. Peach and nectarine to me kind of smell similar. They're in the same family. So they're in the plum family and they smell alike. You would definitely like Jimmy Choo, I Want Choo. It's such a beautiful scent. Very, very, very beautiful. Fruity, floral, vanilla. And now this one lasts about 6 to 7 hours as well. It is not uber projecting, but it's a great scent if you want something comforting that's not in your face, that's a little fresh yet sweet at the same time with a little bit of florals. Definitely get this one. The jasmine in here is the prime stunner of the show. It really presents a lot in this fragrance. And then you do get that peach and hints of vanilla. So I absolutely recommend this one as well. Now I'm going to talk about the infamous Baccarat Rouge DNA in a celebrity fragrance. This is Ariana Grande Cloud. Now this is a very infamous fragrance for a reason. This smells absolutely like Baccarat Rouge 540 with a touch of more sweetness. With the praline note that's in here. Oh my god, guys. This fragrance sold out so many times for a reason, because people could not afford Baccarat Rouge. They literally went to this fragrance and they gave it a lot of attention. It does also have a good longevity for a celebrity fragrance. I would say 7 hours on skin, but people have worn this fragrance and I've always stopped them. Are you wearing Baccarat Rouge? And they told me no, they're wearing this. So it's so crazy. That's the reaction I get when I wear this fragrance. People think I'm wearing Baccarat Rouge 540, but I'm not. I'm wearing a $60 fragrance, okay? This smells very unique. It doesn't smell too synthetic, but you can tell the differences if you have smelled Baccarat Rouge. This is a little bit more on the synthetic side, but notwithstanding, it will do the job. It will make you smell good. I've gotten loads of compliments. I have too many Baccarat Rouge dupes that I don't actually want to get the fragrance. It's not like I can't afford it, because I do have fragrances that cost more than that, but I just don't think I need it. It's really overpriced for what it is. The fragrance should be $240 and they're selling it for $300 and something when the other lineup is the same price. So I don't think I need it. I feel like it's overrated at this point. I'm gonna get Trey John, that I think is gonna smell way better, from Electimus, and I will have my fill of Baccarat Rouge. But this is the one that I've dented so far, and you can see it's a really good dent for what I have in my collection. I absolutely love this. It's a no-brainer if you're looking for a cheaper version that smells similar to this scent profile. If you're looking for a sweet vanilla that's very woody, there's slightly no tonic and some nutty vibes, this is another one that I've really dented. Like, my dent is right here. Now this is Zadig Voltaire's This Is Her. Now this is a classic fragrance. This fragrance has been around for quite a bit. A very unique designer type of fragrance that smells niche yet designer. It's very, very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful fragrance. Now this is one of my faves. This has the note of chestnut, whipped cream with pink pepper and some jasmine, and you do get some cashmere wood and vanilla. Very beautiful scent. Now the sandalwood in here is divine. It makes this fragrance smell so unique. This is a gourmand woody vanilla. It's not thoroughly gourmand, but you do get gourmand facets with the whipped cream note that's in here. This is an absolute stunner for a designer fragrance. This does not even smell designer. It smells like niche. For the fraction of the price, I think this you can get around for $70 or $60. Very great fragrance, and there's a reason why there is a dent, because it is just absolutely divine. It's very beautiful, and I feel like if you're a gourmand lover and you want something that has a little freshness to it with gourmand vibes, definitely try this fragrance. You are not going to be disappointed. This fragrance is a unicorn in a way that it does last, but you will not get the smell in the 6th hour, but everyone else will still smell it. It's absolutely divine. I cannot do a dance video without talking about my baby Teriaq Intense by Lattafa. Now this fragrance is very dark and mysterious, very ethereal. Of course, you guys see the dent. This is a fragrance I really got last year at the tail end of the year when it released, and I absolutely dented the heck out of this fragrance. This fragrance, I wore it too much and I had to drop it down and wear something else. It has plum liqueur. It smells like a very dark plum pie. Very, very woody. Very woody. I feel like there's leather in here, and I don't think leather has been mentioned to be a note associated with this fragrance. It actually is associated with the first Teriaq, but for me, the first Teriaq, I don't get the leather, but I get the leather in here. It's kind of weird. I think there is probably, is there an akigala wood in this? There is something dark and oody in this fragrance. It's just a beautiful scent. Now, if you're in love with scents of wood, plum, and cognac, you're definitely gonna like this. It will give you that vibe. It does not smell identical. You can own both. But if you are in love with that, you would like the scent profile with this fragrance. I heard through the grapevine that some people said that this does not last. And I don't understand what y'all doing with y'all skin. But when I tell you this is a beast mode fragrance, I kid you not. So I don't understand. I'm really perplexed. I don't understand why people are saying this doesn't last. This lasts on me for 14 hours. And I kid you not, on clothes, it lasts way longer than that. And it projects and projects for 8 hours and more. People will smell you. I don't want to talk too much about this because I kind of over talked about this fragrance so much that people got really annoyed with me. They were like, oh my God, you're talking about Teriaq and Tess again. I brought this myself. It was not sent to me by any PR. Besides, I don't receive PR from most of these Middle Eastern brands. The only one that I've received PR from is Golf Orchid and Fragrance World. I buy a lot of them with my own coin. By now, you'd think that they will send me something, but you know, I love fragrances regardless. I love to buy, I love to sniff, love to see what the latest releases are, and I brought Teriaq for a full price before it became so cheap because I wanted to share with you guys. Same thing with this one. It's so good. I love it and I really recommend. Now the next fragrance on the countdown is Banana Bliss, and this is from Paris Corner. This is part of their Ministry of Gourmande collection. When I tell you the dent in this fragrance is not fooling anyone, let me tell you, it's not fooling me. It's not fooling you. The dent does not lie. If you turn it upside down, you can truly see the dents that I did to this fragrance. This fragrance has popcorn vibes, but there is not a popcorn note associated with this fragrance. This fragrance is banana, it's cream, it's vanilla, it's sweet, yummy, goodness. I believe there's even caramel in this fragrance. This is just a gourmand lover's dream. Like if you want something that is indulgent, that smells sweet, that smells yummy on skin, that lasts really long, get yourself this fragrance. If you do not like popcorn in your fragrance, then stay away, because there is not a popcorn note listed to this fragrance, but you do get a popcorn vibe. It's not just a regular popcorn, it's a buttery popcorn, like movie theater vibe. I love this fragrance. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very delicious. I love smelling like edible goods. So this is what I love. This is how I want to smell. I want to smell like an edible dessert. I want to smell like a banana split sundae, or I want to smell like a funnel cake with banana split on top. That's what this gives me. And this is a very long wearing fragrance, 8 hours on skin. For Middle Eastern, that's super good. And the ingredients, I believe, are well done in this fragrance. They don't smell synthetic to me. This smells very realistic. You actually had all the food notes in this fragrance synthesized, and the juice of those were added to the alcohol and oil in this fragrance. That's how I feel. I absolutely love this and I totally recommend this. Very dented for a reason. I initially never wanted to get this fragrance because it was so hyped that it felt like Baccarat Rouge all over again. But I ended up getting the fragrance because, you know, of course, it's a vanilla. The notes sold me. The aspect of a vanilla dream sold me. So I ended up getting it. And when I tell you, when I first had it, I couldn't put it down. I literally had to force myself to like pick another fragrance and keep it pushing. This is no other than Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. Now, this is a very beautiful, sweet vanilla. If you're looking for that quintessential vanilla scent and you've tried others and you didn't like it, trust me, you would definitely like this one. This one is very different. I'm not saying that it's very unique. It is a little basic, but it's good basic, okay? It's that vanilla that will give you 1,000 compliments, that will have people on their tippy toes trying to sniff who that is, and you would be probably the prime attention right there. very delicious. It smells like a very cupcakey vanilla that you add to a cake batter. You're basically baking a nice cake. That's what this smells like. This is a fragrance that you have to let sit for you to get the true performance of this fragrance, for you to get the true beautiful nature of this fragrance. When it first came, I was like, I'm not smelling that much. It doesn't smell like nothing. But let me tell you, it has aged, okay? It's gotten more deeper, more sweet, more decadent. You know, all those characteristics I was looking for in the vanilla started to develop. And I absolutely love this. I love this, and no one can tell me no different, okay? I know it's $215, but y'all know Tinu knows how to get a discount. So I didn't pay that, but I'm glad it's in my collection, and I absolutely adore it. Now, this is the last fragrance I'm going to be talking about. This is Profumo de Firenze's Matelda. Now, this is a very lipsticky, powdery, iris bomb type of fragrance with violets. And you got lilacs in there. Every purple floral. I'm not talking about every, I'm just exaggerating, but the purple florals that you normally see in a fragrance are in this fragrance. This is a sexy, very classy lady from the 1800s. You know those ladies that dress in the big puffy gowns with the petticoats and the corsets with the large hat? This kind of gives me a vibe of that era where people were smelling very Victorian. People were smelling very, you know, sexy and powdery, you know, like don't touch me, look at me from afar. That's how this fragrance gives me the vibe of. Out of the Profumo de Firenze line, this is the long lasting of all I've tried. I've tried Butalente, I've tried another couple, and this one tops it over with longevity. It lasts for quite a bit. There is something woody in here as well. I think there's something fruity as well in this fragrance. But all in all, with a combination, you're smelling really feminine. It might say otherwise on Fragrantica, but let me tell you, men, stay away from this. You're not gonna think this is for you. This is what a woman is supposed to smell like, okay? Like if you want your coochie to smell feminine, this is what it would smell like. It would smell like violets and some iris, probably some heliotrope and some lilacs. That's what I'm gonna say. If you're a man and you think this is gonna be anywhere masculine, I'm sorry, you will be disappointed. But if you're feminine, you definitely will like this fragrance, okay? This is a very unique fragrance. And I don't see a lot of people talking about it. It smells so good. I don't understand it. But if you haven't heard about it, you've heard about it from me now. Get your hands on it. This was brought at Jomashop. I will link it if it's linkable. If not, I'll find another site that you can get it that is reputable, that's not a fake site. But definitely, I recommend this. This is a great fragrance that I feel like is blind buy safe. I don't think you need to sniff, but if you're worried about it, then get a sample, okay? And then try it out and see if it's your cup of tea. Now, that concludes this video. Let me tell you guys, I do have a couple of dozen more fragrances that I've dented, because this is not only the ones, but these are the ones I love. I need y'all to know that I still wear my fragrances. I don't just hoard. I mean, although there's a lot of bottles that are still full, I'm still making my way to try them out, because, you know, evidently I want all these bottles to have some type of dent, and if they're not being dented, they need to go. They need to go somewhere else, to somebody else's house that's going to appreciate them, or they need to go to my daughter's that's going to wear them. If I'm not wearing them, they can't be in my collection. That's what my motto for this year is. So I'm trying as much as possible to like go through my collection, pick a couple of fragrances, shop my stash. I'm trying to limit on the buying. I'm trying to please God. This is an addict right here. Addict for perfumes. I am trying to limit my shopping habits and just shop my own stash for a little bit, and then probably sell some stuff or declutter and then buy some more, okay? If you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the concept, everything that I talked about, if you have some of these fragrances, please let me know down below. Let's chat down in the comment section. You guys know I love to chat with y'all. If you are willing to pick any of these fragrances based on what I talked about the fragrance, I will link all the fragrances down below. And if there are any discount or coupons associated with the fragrances, I will let you guys know as well. Now, if you got to the end of this video and you have not yet subscribed, What are you waiting for? The subscribe button is down below. It's waiting for you to click it. Join the fam. Let's talk about fragrance and all the likes. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. Don't forget to drop your fragrance of the day. You guys know I love to know what you're rocking. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support. I love you, and I will see you yet in another video. Bye.